Hey, and welcome back to Hank's True Barbecue. So it's time to cook up something for the festive season. Now in Sweden, that's always ham. In fact, it's so common and standard that we actually dubbed it Christmas. I'm gonna do that. I have done it several times before, but I'm gonna do it slightly differently this time. So the thing is, when cooking this or actually smoking it as I always do, I always remove the skin. And one day it just struck me like, why do I do that? Because this could turn out real crispy and juicy and tasty. I mean, I do pork belly with crispy skin, and I do pork cracklings, it's amazing, and right here is a big slab of skin. Why don't we make crispy skin together with the smoked, or in this case, grilled ham? So let's do that. Now to do that, I got my trusted old Hank's hot box. I'm gonna do some hill country cooking, and specifically for a reason. Now I've smoked many hams, but I want to get slightly more of a grilled flavor. The thing is, I've noticed that, I love my offset smoker, it's fantastic, but this just gives a different flavor profile. What I did notice when I did pulled pork in this one is since you have less of a smoke flavor or smoke flavor profile, I noticed I could taste more of the raw pork in that case, and it was just an amazing experience, really good flavor. So I thought, let's do ham in this one, slightly less smoke flavor, but more pork flavor. So this is what we have to work with. Let's get that plastic off. And since I don't like to cook with plastics, we're going to get rid of this net also. Good for keeping the ham together, but I think we'll be fine anyway. Yeah, that's looking good. Pat this one dry. Now here you can see the skin. This is going to be real crispy and real tasty. Except for that, there's not much prep to be done because this ham has been brined already, which means it's already full of, I was going to say full of salt, not full of salt, but it is brined properly, which means we don't have to add extra salt to amplify flavor. So this one's ready to go. As for rub, now it is the Swedish Christmas ham, so I'm not going to apply any rub at all. I'm just going to cook it as is because I want to have that raw ham flavor, plus of course the crispy skin. So this one's ready to go basically. The one thing we're going to do is we're going to apply a lot of salt on the skin to dry it out, but also protect it. And we'll cook it, I'm guessing 2.5, 3 hours. We'll see based on experience. We're going to cook slightly harder than in an offset smoker, so not quite sure. Perhaps 2.5. We'll see, but let's get this thing out onto the pit. Now that the ham is ready, let's get this pit fired up. Got some charcoal. We're going to run this at 150, so let's get started. Now that looks like we have a good fire going, so let's flip this over and get the grill up to temp. Nice glowing embers. So we've got a nice pile going. Slide in the grill grates, and I'll leave this for another 5 minutes, close the lid, and then we can see if it's up to temp, and we should be good to go. I'm thinking about rocking this one 140 to 150 Celsius, which is, 280 to 300 Fahrenheit. Should be good. We're going to cook it with the skin side up to begin with. This is, I put the door in the first notch. This is a standard position. It gets plenty of air, but no air is blowing in, affecting the heat. So you create this nice warm or hot air bubble inside the grill. So here it is. As you could see, zero prep. Now all we're going to do is apply some salt to the skin here. I'm using regular table salt, fine grained, just perfect. I have it at home, of course. And as you can see, I'm going quite heavy because we want to both dry out the skin so it's going to be real crispy, but also protect it. And salt is cheap, so I think that's looking good. Now we just have to transfer the ham to the grill. Just like that. I messed that up. I'm gonna add some more salt. And let's just leave this for an hour or two. All right, time to take a look at the ham. Gonna check temps because I'm suspecting it's time to flip. We are at 50 Celsius, so that's good. Aiming for 70. I'm gonna flip now to crisp up the skin. And any salt that falls off, that's just on purpose. So that's looking good. This is looking real good, nice and tasty, but not burnt or charred. So things are working according to plan. So I'll close the lid and keep this going for another, guessing 30 minutes to 1 hour. All right, 2 hours into the cook. Let's take a look. Temp-wise, this is ready. I'm just gonna check the skin on that. Oh, that looks good. Sounds good. I'm gonna take this off, pull off the skin, see if it comes off, and give it just a little extra crisp up the skin itself on the grill. Now this looks real good. So I'm just gonna get my fingers in here, try not to burn myself too badly. Oh, it's hot, it's really hot. Ooh, soon, there you go. Came off, nice. Now we're gonna get this back on the grill. The main reason is, of course, there's some fat on the backside. We want to crisp that up too. I'm going to leave that right there. Get the lid closed. And in the meantime, let's bring the ham in and let it rest. Tent it loosely. So I'm going to leave the ham here to rest. Get down in temp just a bit. Pro tip, put it in a pan because it's going to release some juices. I did spill some already. So this should be good. And in the meantime, we'll just crisp up the skin. And then we should be able to make ourselves a nice ham sandwich, but this one needs to rest for at least 20 minutes. I think almost 30 because of the size and the thickness. I don't want all the juices to run out once we slice it. Between 5 and 10 minutes. Hear that? That's superb. Ooh, it's a bit tough even. Let's give this one a try. Oh, it's so good. Salty, crispy. The plan now is to just chop this all that crispy skin. Time to slice this ham up. Thin serving sizes. It's looking good. The thing with ham is I don't want to bring it up too high in temps. Typically 65 degrees Celsius. Because I still want it to be real moist and juicy. And I think most people tend to overcook the ham, but this is looking good. Get a few more slices so we can build a proper open face sandwich. Of course, we got to sample this before putting it on the sandwich. Oh, this is a really good ham. Perfect amount of saltiness due to the brine from the factory. Really good grilled flavor. Definitely juicy. I'll start with the rye sandwich. Put some real good butter on it. Right after that, green kale. I thought it's fitting for the season, and it goes sturdy veggie. That goes really good with ham. So we're gonna start with that. You can get some slices of ham on top of that. Now I am really like good pork is always amazing, so not gonna hold back on this one. That's looking good, and of course a bit of mustard on top should be good. Nice, starting to amount to a nice sandwich. And finally, of course, crispy skin. Using it kind of like fried onion topping. This should be good. This and a cold beer, and I think we're done. Oh, that's looking good. So let's see what this is all about. I mean, the crispy skin was good, but what about the combination? Oh, this is so good. Grilled moist ham, the kale, the mustard, crispy skin. I mean, I think this is the best way to do a Christmas ham. Why boil it when you can add all that grilled flavor? So that was a good cook, nice fun cook, easy to do with what we in Sweden call a Christmas ham, but a lot tastier than just boiling it. So highly recommended, give it a try if you want to try something new. Anyhow, thanks for watching, see you guys next episode.